Hey everybody, this is Martin Lucas, the CEO of Master Mindset. Today we are talking about the prolific e-commerce event for the North, and we are joined today by Ben Ambridge. Ben is a professor of psychology and he works with Endless Gain. How are we doing today, Ben?
Yeah, good, thanks. You okay?
Yeah, I'm really good. So let's get down to business. Let's get to know Ben. So why should people come to your talk, Ben? What is your experience?
Well, I've been an academic psychologist for about 20 years now, but I've only just recently become more interested in kind of how finding some academic psychology can be translated into both our everyday lives and into the business world as well. So I've written a couple of books looking at this, and people should come to talk if they want to know more about this type of work.
Fantastic. I mean, psychology is such an interesting topic and it does garner a lot of interest. So just talk to us about what are the benefits and gains of your talk? What's the kind of meat that you're going to be exploring?
I'll be explaining how you can bring together findings from academic psychology, so the theories and research from academic psychology, and from your own tests and experiments that you run, with a particular focus on the biometrics, how you can bring them together. For conversion optimization. So I guess the benefits and gains potentially are increased conversions for your site.
Okay, so in terms of biometrics, just explore that a little bit further. You're talking about people's movements, their eyes, those kinds of things. Like, what does biometrics mean?
Yeah, we're talking about things like eye tracking, but also things like galvanic skin response. We're also talking about EEG, which can measure things like how much people are paying attention. And emotion, facial expression recognition as well. All these things are biometrics, and they can all play a part in kind of detecting the customer's emotions or their behaviours on the site, and then hopefully looking to optimise them.
Yeah, love it. Brilliant insight. Okay, and we're just starting to prise open more and more doors when it comes to science. I mean, you and I are on the same page when it comes to that for different things that we do in our lives. And the e-commerce event itself is going to be looking at the future and all these different speakers and inspirational people like yourself. But why do you think people should come to the show?
Well, hopefully it'll be useful, and hopefully people will get some practical advice that they can use in their own business. But I also hope it's going to be fun as well. So particularly in my talk, I like to kind of get the audience involved and even do some kind of tests and experiments on them to illustrate some of the points. So it'll be useful, yeah, but hopefully it should also be a good day out for people.
Love that. Okay, cool. Right, so back onto you and your life. What has brought you success?
I was thinking about this, and I think probably the one thing I'd say is practice. So I wouldn't say that I've got any kind of special natural gifts or anything. And I wouldn't even, I do work hard, but I'm not the hardest working people I know, at least in terms of, how long a shift they put in.
Yeah.
I think what I really try to do is practice, just doing everything over and over again until I get good at it. So that's true whether it was, when I first started writing books, I didn't have a clue to do it. With my academic work, my work with Endless Gain, even with giving talks at events like this, you're not very good at first. You keep doing it over and over again, and in the end, the practice pays off.
Love it. Great. And just on that, what would be the best tip that you'd give to anybody out there?
Well, obviously practice, but linked to that procrastination. So, not procrastinating. So you don't have to be working all the time. You want to take a lot of time off. But when you are working, make sure you're actually getting productive stuff done. It's easy to sort of trick yourself that you're working. You're sitting there doing work type things, but you're not actually getting stuff done. You should either be working or not working, but not kind of procrastinating in between.
Okay, fantastic. And this glorious thing that I've heard about called hindsight is such a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that you wish that somebody had told you, 10, 15, 20 years ago?
I think it relates back to that again. Just enjoy and make the best use of every free minute that you've possibly got, because once you get to my age, you won't have a spare minute in your life at all. So make the most of it while you can.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so for anybody watching this, you shouldn't forget that the event is free to register to. It's free to come to. If you're a CEO, if you're a founder, if you've got an e-commerce business, if you're just looking to understand science and be inspired by people like Ben, then your opportunity is there. So thanks very much, Ben, and I look forward to attending your talk and hearing more about what you've got to say.
Great, I'll see you there.